Hello, my name is Natalie Thompson, and you are listening to my Off Her Tree podcast, where we discuss spirituality, mystical experiences, healing, and so much more. And today I am delighted to introduce Luchana and Lubo, who are here to share their simplicity of living non-duality. They have been walking together for more than a decade, so in love with each other and the world, and just like for so many of us, challenges and suffering were the starting point of seeking. They both found through simple, profound and direct questions that there is no inherent autonomous self, and there never was. So they found the unbelievable gift of life so rich, so juicy, and that the so-called non-dual realization is not the end, but just the beginning of liberation. Their goal is not to fix anyone, but to share what works for them and to invite you to walk together if that resonates. So welcome.
Yeah.
That's quite an introduction.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
So I'm so pleased to meet you both and to discuss your journey. So I think a beautiful place to start will be to understand, especially for those that this is kind of a new concept, a new idea, what is non-duality and how did you find it?
Cool answer.
Just want to say that I'm so thrilled to be here.
I'm thrilled that you're here.
Do you want to answer? Okay.
Start you and you
Okay.
add something.
Non-duality is other word for reality, what reality looks like. And idea that we are something which we know from our parents is simply not true. Yeah, I am, and then his name or whatever story. No. We are free from all stories about us. And living non-duality is to find that I like to use this metaphor, this incarnation is, wow, it's happening right now as it is. Wow, and this is gift. And no one needs to prove or deserve to be here, to be free. This is just stories, and we are free from all that. This is our private machine for fulfillment of desire, of experiences. So free, so wild, so beautiful.
So essentially it's about not judging the present moment, not judging whatever arrives, or?
So present moment is our gift, is gift for us. Judging present moment. Yeah, but there is something like energetical. That's why I want to feel this more judging present moment. So right now, this beautiful interview and conversation is going on. Yeah, and there is a part which we create from our childhood or something, which is scary, afraid, or shamed, and say, this shouldn't be here, this should be something different, and make us contracted. And right now, I want to invite everyone here who is listening to this our conversation to notice if there is such part which doesn't like something in this very moment, and just to invite this part to start, don't like something else, but not the moment. And just to invite them to don't like something else. Doesn't matter, no need to specify something else. And this part is accepted. And just this moment is accepted and it's joyful and we're here. And this which is incarnate here is not the name, it's not the story. It's right now it's happening this. Oh, juicy and rich.
Juicy, juicy. Okay. So how do we, obviously, you know, the what we would class as more difficult emotions, sadness, shame, and even that contraction of which I don't like this, this doesn't feel right, this doesn't feel safe, fear. How do we work with those emotions?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, seeing that no one is in charge, no one is doing anything here, but this very beautiful conversation happens by itself, by grace, we could say. Doesn't put an end to the various types of the whole spectrum of emotions which are arising. And here comes like the real, for me, not meaning of non-duality, but like embracing it all. For freedom is not from, freedom is with, it's inclusive, it includes. And let's say emotion, what kind of emotion? Anger or sadness or, and there is a subtle judgment coming like this shouldn't be here. So our intention is towards the judgment first, to soften the judgment. Oh, there is a judgment right now in this very moment that I shouldn't feel this way. This brings softness, like softening of the tension. And then we can have an inner satsang or a conversation with these emotions, like why are you here? What is your message? And then they soften. And then do something else.
So, so almost like making friends with that part, that aspect that doesn't feel comfortable, that we would usually try and avoid, but making peace with it and to allow it to soften.
Yeah, and to notice that we are none of those parts also. There is plenty of space here for all of that. But we are none of that. What we are has no name.
So is it almost like being the witness of it? We are the witness.
Yeah, it's like witnessing the witness, and then witnessing that which is witnessing the witness.
Wow, that's like a Russian doll.
Yeah, and when we are zooming out, there is no end. It's like witnessing without a witness, or a knowing without a knower.
Yeah, I cannot, and also that we can play with all our parts, and to notice the habit when some parts are here. Let's say anger is here, and there is a part which doesn't like anger, and we escape in thoughts because there is a inner fighting in us. Anger is here, and part said, I don't like anger. I'm scary. I'm afraid from anger. And we escape in thoughts. And thoughts are trying to give advice. Okay, let's avoid people which make us angry. Let's avoid situations. Why you are here to anger to happen? It's so thoughts are trying to help with different ideas. And we escape there. And we cannot work with parts. So everyone who listens, that just to notice when we are in thoughts, we don't want to play with parts. Just no need to blame us, just to notice that, so, wow, this is habit. And just to find this part which doesn't like anger. And to say, hi, you are welcome here to not like anger. But let's play to not like something else. and to enjoy anger. And you can notice the peace and the power. Anger is so powerful energy, so juicy.
Juicy.
Yeah.
Actually,
And usually sadness appears when anger is suppressed and because cannot be here. And then sadness appears. Oh, I cannot enjoy life because I have hard work to suppress anger. And so, and sadness appears. Everyone is happy, dancing, enjoying this party here. But I'm here. It's sad. So the work with anger is very important.
Wow. Well, yeah, it's a big one, I guess, in society, in this world, that people repress and think they shouldn't experience, they shouldn't have. If they do experience it, they're bad. And the repression of it sometimes means that when it does come out, it's like can be a bit of a shock. The car is a good one. The car for people's projections.
Yeah, and I want to add that just to notice that we can enjoy anger, and this part which doesn't like can start enjoying the anger. Okay, and then the miracle is happening when we see someone is angry. We are not scary or afraid or angry towards him, but we're just, wow, okay, let's be angry. It's not a problem at all. Yeah.
yeah, when we have suppressed anger, usually there is this holding back or judging where their anger appears. In or like, don't feel good.
Yeah. Everyone has right to relate with life and with everything how she wants. It's not a problem. For example, my father was in this beautiful house in South France, and he was upset that there is no lamp on the
On the
On the ceiling.
The ceiling.
They have lamps everywhere, but not.
Oh.
Well, okay, he can relate with no lamp here in this way. There's no problem. And when we take it personal, we have a problem there. It's not, everyone can relate with life, with aspects of life, how she wants.
Beautiful. So how did you guys find this teaching? And is this, obviously there's quite a few non-dual teachings. Is this specific to a certain teaching? And how did you find it? And also, what was the journey? What was the seeking? So what was the journey before for each of you?
Where to start? So the drive for seeking was suffering. For all of us, I guess. I don't know.
Always. I think so.
Yeah. 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 I can share my experience with seeking, not knowing what first. There was this feeling that I have to find something which I didn't know what was that. And yeah, I didn't try so many different things, but here and there some meditation or meditation group, or then listening to satsangs, or then something else. And then on one gathering, a friend showed up and he said, have you heard of Liberation Unleashed Forum? And he said, well, go there and ask for a guide. Yeah, it was very simple, unexpected, and profound. For I had never questioned the one who was seemingly going on a journey and seeking something. Never questioned that. There was no question about whether this here is real, is something, is autonomous, is separate. So, yeah, what we found there, what I found there is the simplicity. Yeah. And I also found that the realization that Luchana was never real or never orchestrated or managing anything was important, but it's as if first step or one step of the whole unfolding of the experience. It's crucial, but it doesn't end with that.
Mm.
So there has to be an embodiment, so to speak, for lack of a better word.
And for you, Luchana, so how long of kind of doing that work did it take for you to fully kind of, should we say, awaken?
The shift was
Yeah. It was instant.
very sudden, like very sudden. I think it took 2 or 3 weeks, like guided conversation, which I was
Wow.
my guide, writing. We didn't meet each other. And the shift was sudden, and this just opened a door.
Wow.
Open, or seemingly there was a crossing of the gateless gate. That's a metaphor or concept. And then everything started falling apart, you could say.
Oh, what life started, like the what's classed as a normal life started to fall apart. Okay, tell us about that.
Oh.
Come on, it's juicy.
Well, everything I knew it for life, for what I was, for what life was. Things start come up, things like from childhood or a lot of suppressed anger.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it is over, like there is this feeling, feeling that this doesn't end. There is a constant unfolding, deepening. It's like a flower, just like a lotus, constantly opens up. And no one gets done, basically.
Okay, so I need to stop with the idea that there's an end.
There isn't.
There's no end. Okay.
Freedom in that it's like flying without, or falling without a ground, like falling. It's like this is my experience.
Yeah. Okay, I want to share our experiences teaching. So first, we experienced guide in Liberation Knowledge Forum.
Yes.
Several years. So we work with specific questions, questions which helps you to see what is going on here. But also, so this is direct pointing, direct seeing, direct but not immediate, because there is a like investigation, can be few weeks to few years, depend. But I found my friend and teacher Alan Chaksfield. I use his approach. So, for example, yesterday I held a meeting. Held a meeting, and we work with seeing everything as erotic experience, as eros. And instead of fighting like a fighter machine, just to not juiciness of our experience right now. So sound is happening, speaking, body sensations, and imagination, thoughts, just all experiences, all our parts are working for our erotic experience. Everything, thoughts, body sensations, emotions. And to use this beautiful word Kundalini appear as this experience right now, including everything. And through this guidance, there is a lady for the first time in this non-dual meeting, and then she realized, but there is only experiences. There is no one here. There's nothing. It's amazing. Just like this, no investigation, nothing. Just, wow. And now my eyes see the color are more vivid. So because we are not in thoughts, we're solving problems. No problems. Everything, imagination, thoughts. And non-dual realization just like this, with one guidance of how and how. There are different ways to see what is going on here, to see through the idea that I am persona, self, or whatever. So,
Yeah. I guess, I mean, for me, for having the experiences that I've had where I felt the no self and kind of feeling like the looking out of the eyes, but nobody's here. And it is like, I think when you embark on this journey for the ego, that is very scary, the idea of no self. You're like, oh, what? This is like, I'm not sure I want that. But the experiences of it, even if they're very fleeting, you realize, yes, this is it. But it's like, it's trying to hold on, like the ego wants to hold on to those experiences as well. So how is it just something that over time, becomes, I guess some people have gradual awakenings and some have, a spontaneous or, very, very rapid. For those kind of that are experiencing kind of the in and out of, the experiencing of no self, and is it just a process, or is there any advice? Advice seems a little bit mindy, but is there any practices that can maybe help you extend those experiences?
I can share. So first, important to know that ego is just contracted idea about what we are. It's just
There is no ego.
yeah. This is just from our childhood. Our parents say, "Okay, you are your name, you are your body, your finger. Oh, this is your finger. Oh, you hurt yourself. And big fragile thing. Oh my God!" And we start afraid. I will die. We call this ego, which is taking care about the body, about scary. So, and this idea about us, contract the freedom which is here, and enjoyment of life become a problem for the mind. Is okay, every morning is okay. Oh, again life, again problems. For the mind, life become a problem, and to pass through ego is just to notice why in these very moments our attention is in thoughts, where the so-called ego appear, like thoughts, taking care, strategies for surviving. Why I'm here? Because there are feelings which something doesn't like something else. And instead of to shift that energy and to be free, we are by habit in thoughts. So when we find, okay, I am persona, I'm struggling with life, I'm fighting. Okay, wait a minute, what is going on inside? Why thoughts are trying to help in this weird way? Thoughts trying to help somehow, how they can. Okay. One part is afraid from life. And let's invite this part. Oh, my dear part, do you want to be afraid, scared from something else, but not from life? Slowly. Is it possible? Is it okay to not be scared from life? Yeah, and something like veil, filter here disappears. Wow. What is this here? So this, which is incarnate here, is not Lubo, is not the name, is not the story. No, of course, no. Just ideas. And separation between what and what. Yeah. And also the non-duality is full of paradoxes. There is no separation, and in the same way, experiences are absolutely
Different, unique.
different and unique. It's amazing. It's so good, it's so instant.
Gorgeous. Well, that's interesting because speaking about this separation, I wanted to ask you about your relationship. So, how long have you been together? About 10 years, is it?
And more,
10, yeah?
More than 12 even, who counts them, but yeah.
12, okay. So did you meet kind of before you'd gone through this process, or did you go through the process together? Who woke up first? And what is it like to have a romantic relationship with someone with no self? Very curious.
Well, yeah, who knows? It happens again by grace. We met, and then the journey started, I guess. The journey.
So
The
so
journey
so so you
from the-
started on the journey together.
yes.
Sort of like together, yeah.
Okay.
It started with one book of ekharttolle, which came somehow to me, and I started reading it. Then I gave it to Lubo, and then we start questioning things, start meditating, and yeah, it's like, yeah, steps, and I don't know, this happened here.
And what is to live with me?
It's a constant surprise.
But was there
No,
was there a situation where like one of you kind of got it first? Or did you kind of both expand together?
There was some sudden realization for Lubo, and I noticed, I felt how something shifted there, but I didn't know what was that. So for me, for Luchana, for Lubo, so to speak, it felt cold and somehow distant, and yeah. But that was for a while. So I was asking, what about our relation? What about us? Because he was explaining what he saw or what was the realization, and I was keep asking, what about us? What about me?
What about me?
What about our love?
What about our love?
Yeah, because it's specialness, isn't it? The specialness.
Yeah, and this is only love. But I said, yeah, but what about our love?
Yeah.
Our it's not exactly possible. I try to, yeah.
Yeah, and also there is this, when you ask what is like to live, it's like a dance, and it's like a constant surprise all the time. Because what I don't know this. This is the universe. And there is freshness and newness.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I guess every moment is fresh. Every moment is fresh. So there's no expectation, there's no history, it's just all now.
yeah. And also there are emotions or triggers and there is more and more authenticity.
Yeah.
More and more depth. It's like that.
And I want to add that we are moved by, so the difference between before shift and after maybe is interesting. So before shift, our relationship was with
Compromise.
I don't want something, but I will I will do,
Sacrifice
I will
myself,
sacrifice,
something like
and
this,
I expect you also to
to
sacrifice.
do the same.
So we live in suffering. So instead of our relationship to be wow, enjoyment, it was constant sacrifice. Sacrificial, which is and now is we're moved by mutual yes. Is the desire, okay, do you want to drink coffee on the canals and I prefer to be on the beach. Yeah, I can join you on the beach. It's not sacrifice. It's okay. I can drink coffee on the beach. It's also pleasant. So,
Yeah.
so this is like mutual yes, but not yeah. To insist, this is your fault now. Yesterday I do that. Now you should do that.
Yeah, I totally see that. Yeah.
Relationship as such is constantly moving and shifting. There is no fixed relationship. No, nothing is fixed here, including the relationship, because freedom appears as a relationship as well. This is freedom, relationshiping.
Yeah. Shipping, I like that. Relationshipping, good. So a lot of the work you're doing, you're actually inviting people to come and live with you. Tell me about that. And has anyone lived with you that's really triggered you?
Beautiful. Yeah, like I shared yesterday with a friend which is here, it's a retreat for all of us. It's a process for all of us. It's not only, it's
we invoke from come and live with us to we create Nondual Center in Sete, France, and invite people to spend time with us. And we are together whole day, 2 sessions, and we work with non-dual realization with different aspects and parts. It is opposite of triggering. It's more like soften and to notice whatever part is here is welcome here, and this is not a problem. Now the lady which is here this morning, she shared that okay, I wake up and I appear here in the session angry. It's okay, nothing is working for me. And we meet anger. She start laughing. Say, everything is okay. Just suppressed anger. It's so beautiful. So this is constant opening and opening every day.
Beautiful.
We want to invite everyone who wants to feel what is to live non-duality, to come in this non-dual center.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's in the south of France, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well I'll have to come and stay with you then.
More than welcome.
For sure. And you're coming over to Manchester.
Yes.
So what tell us about that. So tell us the date. I have an idea about it, but yeah, you tell me what's going to happen on that weekend.
Wow. We don't know.
Exactly. We'll see.
Beautiful things are gonna happen. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah, Manchester is calling the next weekend, Friday, 4th, 5th, and 6th of October.
Okay.
We have one evening meeting on Friday in the evening.
Yeah.
Open, free, everyone can join. It's like, yeah, we're gonna also probably stream it. We'll see. And Saturday and Sunday are gonna be for a deep diving into what's here.
Freedom.
Into freedom, yeah, or like
freedom.
Into freedom, or whatever we might call it. And it's gonna be, there will be an experiential work, so to speak, a different exercise, and also explorations.
Yeah, and the main goal is opening and to feel freedom.
To feel, to experience that, not to just like think or read or watching about that, but just to fully experience it.
Yeah. And to meet what is playing here and to open.
And I'm constantly amazed by what is possible when we gather, for all of us, when we gather in person, especially. What is so much available, so much. It's mind-blowing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming along for this chat. I will put your details underneath and also the details of the event next Friday in case, I don't know if are there any places left?
Yeah, something like maybe 6,
Okay.
5, yeah. Will be
Great.
around 30.
Will be around 30, yeah. Around 30.
Amazing. Okay, well, I will share that on here. And yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful to speak to you. Thank you so much for coming along.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you. Much love from us.